Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, team, night 2 of the D&D game. I'm so excited. I love it. Gang, as you're tuning in, welcome to our one-shot, two-part one-shot surprise titled Where Is My Wife? Our gothic fantasy one-shot set in a dark academia library where all sorts of malfeasance and darkness and danger ensues. My goodness. Will our players discover the true names? Why are titles and names separated? There is only one way to find out, gang. Tonight, we are joined by Michelle, Melody, who is also known as Joe. I should probably decide how I'm introducing everybody. Okay, don't worry, we'll cut that out. Thank God it's not live. We'll just go back and edit that. Gang, welcome in. We are playing with Michelle, Joe, Aubrey, Taylor, and as always, joined in behind the scenes by our wonderful mod squad. We've got Mel, Catherine, Sammy supporting us. Gang, as always, we are here, obviously, to tell a compelling story in the most compelling way possible. Sven, playing Savante as well, did not mean to do you dirty. Gang, you know those warlocks. They're always sneaking in and out. They're always sneaking in and out. Gang, as always, we're telling a great story in the most compelling way possible, but also we are here to raise money for our friends over at the Whimsy Gossip, Val and Taylor, beautifully for their next film, Where Is My Wife? And gang, we are so close. We are so close. Joe, what was that beautiful thing you told me right before this stream started?
We are just $1,000 away from meeting our goal. That is 100 people giving just $10. And actually, Connor, I can update you that it's actually only 99 people giving $10 because we've had another $10 donation since I gave you that. So if just 99 $10 donations come in, that is basically the price of a Starbucks coffee. We will have hit our goal. We are creators, the community, creating for the community, by the community. So every donation doesn't go to our pockets or anything like that. It actually goes straight into the fan films where we can make this happen for you guys. So just 99 people giving just $10, we would be at that goal of making the scene come to life.
We love to hear it. Gang, as a quick recap, opened on a hodgepodge of a fantasy world. Zephyr, a shadowman, sitting at a desk surrounded by books and flames and magic that seem to bend to their will. So, a hand reaching up through a book, ink spilling over, the phrase being scrawled in, "Where is my wife?" Before she herself was sucked into a world, melody Desdemona, bard, spirit of song and dance, of rebellion, as art often is, sucked into this world as well. Mirella. My screen went dark there for a second. There you are, Mirella. Our violet flame, circus performer, sorcerer, sucked in by a shadow and scorched earth around her. Savante, the deal maker, our warlock with a shadow always with him, never alone, but pulled together, rather pulled in through the floorboards of another stage by an altogether different shadow. Cassandra, on a field of ash and fire and blood and bone, pulled in to a world they cannot comprehend. A door with a sassy ass brass doorknob on it, shenaniganery in a Salvador Dali-esque atrium room, two gals, sisters, pulling our heroes through as a voice torments them. And friends, last but certainly not least, Lorelei Van Dalen. Some would call her the green-fingered magician. Some might call her the Green Witch. A spirit of nature, an animal, with her constant companion, Steve. She was pulled through the earth and into this library as well, plagued by images, as all our friends are, as they descend further into this library, chased by monsters of redaction, a spirit calling out, demanding that they surrender, that they yield, that they give up. But our heroes, at least for now, remain defiant. We open, friends. I love our comment sections. You all are beautiful. ADHD. We begin, my friends, where we left off, sucked in Loxy and Nichelle, the two sisters, collecting, by their own admittance, collectors of stories, pulled in, saved, at least for the moment. But friends, this is not where we begin. We begin on a battlefield, one reminiscent of Cassandra, the one that she left, but altogether different. So much of violence and death rings the same, like a palimpsest bleeding through with the cries and the screams of thousands in a constant cycle of violence, and yet they are different. A figure trudges through, armor heavy, dragging behind him. He's on a battlefield, but no, he's on stone steps. But no, he's in a cave as he descends, but no, he's in a field, green and not dead. Max, would you come on screen and please describe your character for us? Your name and anything that you want to reveal about how they may look.
Hello, I am Alaric Blackmere. I am the knight struggling to find his way back. My drive, I will not be used as a weapon to cage someone else. I remember making some sort of vow, but it wasn't to possess. It was to protect someone. And somehow I've been twisted, and my vow has been altered, and someone has taken control, and I'm trying to find my way back. I don't remember exactly where I was or this vow, but I'm trying to get myself back.
Images move around you like shattered glass moving slowly in a time stop spell. Images of 1,000 worlds, 1,000 battlefields.
Do I recognize anyone?
Give me a perception check.
An 11.
An 11. I'm gonna just check something really quickly. Because I was not paying. Oh, not in yet. Not in yet, gang. Remember, Bardic inspiration, bardic desperation. $10, $20, $30. You want to help tell the story, craft the story? Go for it. Max on an 11. It's like trying to remember a dream. That's what comes to your mind. The more you try to grasp it, the more it slips through your fingers. And I think as you maybe reach out to try and see through these shards, as you touch them, they turn to sand and run through your hands. You've been here 1,000 times before, again and again and again. And though you have forgotten your own name, Alaric Blackmere, it's a fragment. It's something that you have held on to, but it doesn't feel complete. But you remember her. And you remembered her long after you forgot your own name.
What happens if I start moving forward? I start walking.
It's hard at first, like you're moving through mud. But all of a sudden, as you're pressing against that resistance, give me an athletics check.
5 + 4, 9.
9. You're moving through, you're able to make your way and press through this glass, but you feel this glass cut you. You just feel blood running down your face, down your arms. You're wearing armor, but it seems to not matter. It pierces right through it. You come out on the other side, and a voice in your head, why do you keep fighting?
Because I have to. I answer it. I made a vow, and I must stick to it.
A vow. It's a vow to suffer. Suffer and suffer again and again and again. It's insanity. You are all insanity, and someone needs to fix you. Max, would you please give me a wisdom saving throw?
11.
11. You feel a white hot pain shoot through your mind. This pain cripples you. It brings you to your knees, but in the pain, something unlocks for you. You've felt this pain before. You were reaching out to somebody. You were screaming, no. She, and there was a flash of white light, just at a searing white pain, just as this searing white pain courses through your mind, and you hear, ready. Ready. I need you. I need the vow, Alaric. Please, we can fix this. We can bring order. We can bring peace.
I'm ready to give the vow.
Say the vow.
Can I make an intelligence throw for the vow?
Yeah, you can, Max, go ahead and give me either an insight check, a history check, anything that you want to make into yourself.
We'll do insight.
Perfect.
Well, yikes, 6.
You search inside yourself. It's almost, you can't remember the words of the vow, but you remember the feeling. The flash of her eyes. Her hand. The words that you spoke to her that first night. You saw her and you feel a hand grip inside your mind. There it is. Wife. Wife.
I'll speak.
Sit.
I say to the hand, where is my wife?
There is an explosion as you utter those words. The glass erupts around you, and you feel this entity repelled inexplicably, even though seemingly this was the thing it was asking for. This is the thing it wanted to possess. And there is you feel flame, you feel shadow, you feel what you can only describe as starlight erupt from you as this entity, this force, this oppressive force is repelled back. You feel yourself free in this moment. There's a lightness to you. You look around. You're in what you feel like you've been here before. It seems like some kind of library. You feel like maybe you're inside of a mountain, the rock and granite and stone carved around you. Rows and rows of spiraling texts go seemingly down into darkness and then up. What do you do?
I think, how much light is in the room?
There seems to be you would describe it as flames, but there is something magical about it. This place seems to be illuminated by torchlight, by some kind of magical light, allowing you to see fairly clearly. Certainly not like a bright sunny day, but enough to be able to read the books and see your way forward 30 feet.
Sure. Let me go. I'm going to approach the first book I see and open it. Or read the cover. Actually, let me read the cover.
You, Alaric, give me a charisma saving throw. I don't even think I put that on your sheet. That is just
No, I got
just
it. It's
okay.
there.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Nice.
We'll edit that out in post. I'm so glad it's not live.
17.
On a 17. You open this book and you touch the page. You feel something try to rip you away. There's something here it does not want you to say, does not want you to see, does not want you to read. You open it up. You flip it open, and words start to come across like they are clawing for freedom. A long time ago in a kingdom, and then it fades away as if it's ripped back. More words appear on the page. You just coming through light it, and then it's gone again. More words start to illuminate. And you just see the first one, and they feel like the truest words. This feels like this peace that you have been looking for since before time was a concept. You have been here and on this circle of pain and suffering, just to start over and over again so many times, and you have wanted to give up so many times. But here is something, and you see the word there. THERE. There, and it wants to continue writing. Give me, if you would be so kind, give me a persuasion check if you would like if you want to try and or an arcana check if you want to try and engage with kind of whatever's happening here.
Let's do persuasion.
Okay, perfect.
Yikes, a 4.
You go to reach in and pull there. You feel ice. Like somebody has wrapped their hands around your spine, and you are frozen. And you feel this cold, this emptiness, this dark kind of start to spread through you. To use a non-romantasy reference above table, a little bit like Neo in the Matrix when he touches the glass. You have like you feel this this cold moving up you as the book drops. You hear, unfrozen, unable to speak. You. Well, I knew you were a problem. I've read all your books. But, oh, you're infuriating. I understand now, but we'll get you there, Alaric. We will get you there. And you feel yourself pulled into a void, a weightlessness, a nothingness where there was no beginning, no end, no memory, just silence and dark. And though you would never see this, forming itself into a stained glass window, a knight in dark armor, kneeling before a throne in beautiful illuminated stained glass, forms silent and frozen like a tomb in this library. We cut back to the present moment, back to the sanctum with our previous heroes, who have just been pulled in with these two sisters, Nichelle and Loxy. And boy, I felt like a newscaster there for a second. And now for something completely different. We're going to pivot over here, Jan. So we come back to the atrium, to Loxy and Nichelle. You all have just been pulled through this doorway, slammed shut behind you. The last words you heard is, "We can't believe you're real. We only have one last shot at this." And that is where we will pick back up. What do you all do?
What do we not do?
I
I'm
feel
sure
like
Melody has something to say.
Yeah, I feel like Melody would not be saying anything because I just cast Fairy Fire, so I think I'd be
Okay.
taking a breather for a second.
I think I'm really, you're taking in your surroundings, looking at this new room that we're in, these two strangers that said, I can't believe you're real, as though like they know us. And why do they know us? So I'm just sitting here questioning everything. I think we're all just maybe just looking around at each other. And I mean, I'm just looking around at everybody and wondering what the hell just happened.
What do we see in the room besides the two of them?
You see, this library has been a hodgepodge of weird shenaniganery since you popped in here, right? This room feels weirdly mundane. There's a desk that seems stacked with a lot of papers and notes. They're on the left side of this very circular room against the wall. There's a very kind of big board with a lot of red string that seems attached to kind of half drawn pictures and a couple of words and names, and they're seemingly some kind of conspiracy board going on right there. At the front, there's a locked cabinet that on the top it's just written smutty spice lore. Just seems kind of tucked into a corner. And that's what you see in this room. You see Aloxi and Nichelle, they kind of sit up, come closer to you, and they go, how okay. Okay. I cannot believe you're here. Wait, how are you here? How what's going on? How did you get through? How did you get through the door? Like how did you resist the spell?
I think Melody would like be still a little breathless, would be like, you seem to know them and me, but I know not the name of you and she.
She rhymes. Like that's just like, oh, that's so whimsical. That's like crazy. She looks back at you and she goes, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. So, I'm Loxy, and that's Nichelle, and we are. This place has a way of redacting you. It's been put under a corrosion and a redaction spell. So when you come here, you can use magic. You can move through the space, but if you're here too long, you start to lose pieces of yourself. I know we're sisters, and I know we know all of these stories, and they were being erased, and they were being pulled away, and so we kind of like finagled our way in here, but then we whoops, couldn't get back out, so that was a surprise. But we knew they were all coming here, and just we could not put it together. We know that the stories are being okay. I'm gonna slow down. The figure that I'm sure you've all heard inside your head is called the Collector. And it is a collector, but it's also a curator. It's editing, and it's changing stories. They took all of these stories, like all of you, and they it's been trying to change you. It sticks you in different worlds and makes you forget, and tries to shape you into a thing. But some things are harder to shape than others. Like all of you, right? Like you don't comply with the form that it wants to make you into. And
what happens if you don't conform to it?
you burn. If you can't be rewritten, you have to be burned.
I don't usually burn, but I did that day on the stage. But can I ask, do we know that we are stories, or this is the first we are hearing that we are in stories ourselves and we were thrown here as story characters?
I am going to leave that to your discretion, Mirella. Actually, we'll leave it to the dice. Will you give me an insight check into yourself?
A 19.
Woo! Mirella, as
Plus
you
one,
hear
20.
a dirty 20, let's go. Mirella, as you hear this potentially earth-shattering information, right?
Mhm.
You think back and you're asking yourself, obviously memories have been pulled, but you're like, how did I get on that stage? Where did your violet flames come from? You've always had them. You thought you knew this story, but as you're digging in, something whispers, or you hear something. Oh, my little mouth cheek. They try to erase you. They try to change you, but they cannot change what is older than the written word. You feel, or rather smell, I don't know, Michelle, if you've had the pleasure of smelling a chicken coop or a hen coop.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it can be the aroma can be very pungent.
Mhm.
That fills your nostrils. The smell of damp earth and rotting wood, but also the taste of salt and freedom and flying. You hear a boiling cauldron. And you hear this chuckle, this whisper of a voice.
Do I recognize the voice?
You do. There is something so unsettlingly rather familiar about this voice, though you cannot put a finger on it. What do you say, if anything?
The voice can hear me. I believe that I am in this moment. So, who are you?
Oh, do you not remember? Of course you would not. Oh, no, you are of me. You will
Of you.
remember. Yes, you are of me. I stirred and stirred, and I pranced and pranced, and blah, out you came, beautiful and fierce and wonderful. Do you not remember? My violet flame.
You do seem familiar, but I do not remember.
You will
Marilla,
remember.
I think you're a test tube baby, Marilla.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm gathering.
Yeah, I do not know what this flimsy, silly board thinks they are doing, talking to me. I am not talking to them, but I am talking to you. But listen, my little mouth cheek, you will remember before this story is done, because this is the way it works. But beware of the man in red. He has made a deal with the shit spinner and his golden thread. Annoying. Awful. I will eat him and his balls. But he can be a nuisance. So you be careful, my little magic. And do not worry. Remember, a dance can be as lethal as a blade. And your flames, though they entertain, they also show the way. I go now. And you just feel this voice kind of disappear out of your head.
Do I trust the voice more than I trust the man in red?
Give me an insight check into yourself.
Okay. A 5.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not, because
actually, also
Janice
insight, sorry. It's a
just
6, sorry,
donated.
plus 1.
Okay, well, perfect. It does not matter, Mirella, because Janice just donated $10. Oh, I'm so sorry, Janice. I will save yours, Janice. I was about to do you so dirty. Janice donated $10 to Max.
Yes,
but
it's sad, I see. Yeah.
But I did just see in this comment section, yes, we have a $10 donation from Seth that is going to you. So we are going to add 1d6 to that roll.
Give me the 6.
No.
Give me the 6.
I don't know where my dice are.
Oh.
Do you want to roll that 1d6, Mirella?
Sure, I got you.
While I find that dice.
D6 rolled a 2. So 8.
8. You're not sure. Listen,
I don't know who to trust.
You have spent your life getting by trusting your gut and trusting your heart and trusting your mind. So I think what you have to ask yourself, Mirella, or what your intuition is saying, what is your gut telling you?
I think since we started, I kept saying I didn't trust the warlock in red. So I have to go with my gut there, even if I don't know or trust this voice in my head that thinks it knows about my origins. And I would probably turn to Savant and I would say, do you know what he's talking about? What deal did you make?
That deal was never supposed to be revealed to anybody else. But also, you're all not supposed to be here.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
The
Do
deal
you know why we're here?
I wish I knew why you were all here. I know why I'm here, and I'm trying to figure out the rest of this, but I don't know why the rest of you are here. That was not part of that deal that I do admit I did make.
I mean, that really is the end-all question here. Something that I've been wondering the entire time is what connects all of us and why are we all here? Why us? We seem so random. What do we all have in common?
Loxy raises her hand and goes, I can answer. Oh, I am so sorry to interrupt you, Svante. I'm so digging your vibe. It's great. But I just wanted to pipe in really quickly. You're not all random. You're Savante can probably talk to you more about this because he's or it's rather like a trickster spirit, right? But all of you are spirits of story. Like you're all. It's hard sometimes. Some people use the words archetypes. Some people use the word masks. Some people even sometimes use the word gods. But you are all like archetypes of story. You represent patterns and things in in stories that evoke so many things, and this force, it's messed with this place, and it's trying to it's hard to explain. There's, you know how imagination, well, I don't know, I don't know if you're all readers, but like when I read a story, I you know, I'll get something out of it, but somebody else will get something else out of it, and like we'll all have different images or imaginations of what a character is, and this entity is trying to stop that. It's trying to make everything one thing. It's trying to make everything singular and finite, and we have to stop it, and it is so close. It got the night of the vow in the stained glass, and it's and
The night.
yeah, you don't know about the night in the stained glass. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. But like the night in the stained glass. Okay, so
Savant
Loxian,
clocks the night.
and she points in, and you guys see there is a little opening into this room, and though there is no window or seeming a light behind it, you all know, you think you're in an inner library. There is a brilliant light that shines behind this stained glass, revealing what seems to be a knight kneeling with his sword planted in the ground at the foot of a throne. And the Loxie and Nichelle point to that and go, the stained glass knight, they were, I mean, before you all got here, he resisted. He was the only other one, or the one that the collector was targeting, that was able to hold on, that was able to resist, and he resisted for so long, but they finally got him, and we haven't been able to free him. There are we can't. He seems to be under some kind of enchantment spell. There's a vow, and we I don't know, but we stole him from the collector and brought him here. So that I that's probably helpful.
What do you mean you
information.
stole him? What do you mean by that?
Well, we're kind of like,
Who
you know,
are you?
we kind of snuck in. So and we have a lot of knowledge. Like we consumed all of these stories before it tried
Can
to
I
change
ask
everything.
what you guys are? Like, what are you?
Oh, well, I don't remember who I was before, but I and you see they kind of stop, and they've never even like stopped to consider this for a moment, and they say, I guess we're librarians. We're curators and protectors and enjoyers of lore and knowledge and fantasy and adventure. And we got here, and we at first we couldn't figure out why everything else was. It was able to control like everything else, and take, you know, everybody else's, all these characters' memories away. But then we realized that we read all of you, right?
Are you trying
Like,
to say that we're characters from books?
yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
This is insane. This is insane. You're insane.
Well, I mean,
Everyone, this is an insane
Literally.
situation.
Yeah. First I was a test tube baby, and now I'm a character in a book. Am I even real?
Yeah. So are we just not real? Like, I'm really confused right now. You said you
No,
read
no,
about
you're-
us in a story or are you saying
You're
that you read about us in history books somehow?
no,
Because I am pretty famous, I feel like. So
you are more real than reality. You don't understand.
I don't understand.
Yes, you are spirits of fiction and storytelling and lore, but you are all you are all real because of the actions and the power and the life that you invoke in those that see you, that witness you.
We have a problem, though. We have a big
do?
problem.
Oh, we definitely
Yeah.
do. Yeah, what's that?
Because as soon as I walked into this room, not only do I recognize these two teenage-looking, what is surely a sprite, perhaps, the bigger problem lies in not only do I recognize their face, but just at first glance at this bookshelf right next to my shoulder, I recognize the title of every single book on this shelf. And if I run my fingers over the spines of these books, I'm fairly certain that something's going to be revealed just by me understanding what's on the shelf and what these books contain. I'd like to pull one off the shelf and see if anything happens.
Give
I mean, heck,
me...
maybe you'll open a book and then some other magical character will pop out.
You never know.
Give me a charisma saving throw. Just roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier.
Rolling. 13.
13. What is your
Plus
charisma?
1.
14. Perfect. I'm just checking one more time. Ba, 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 ba. Perfect. 16. Or no, 14.
14.
Yep. You pull a book off the shelf, Zephyr, and it seems to fight to resist you, like almost like touching dry ice. It feels very cold. You feel it in your head, but you, as a curator of knowledge, as a consumer of story, are able to just through sheer force of will and personality hold this book and gaze at it. And from the corner, they're talking. Yeah, this thing goes. Don't do that. Oh. Holy shit. She's badass. She's real badass. She is a fucking baller. I don't like. Do you think she'll step on me? I don't know. And they seem completely shocked that you can hold this book. You flip it over, and on the front cover, there are no words, but you just see what seems to look like a crescent moon on the front.
I recognize where this book is from.
I think you do. Because as you hold it, and it has been touched specifically by you.
Yeah.
There is a lock that opens, and you hear going to your left up a spiral staircase. You hear a door open, and you see both of these teenage-looking sprites gaze at you, going, okay, so that's new. That's I think that's a good, that has never happened before. That's cool. That's amazing. Wait, are you? That's the doorway to the city stacks. It's a section of a library from a world, and it's one of the library wings that got pulled in here, and we haven't been able to ask. I'm going to try this again. Access. Sorry, I've been here a really long time. It's crazy. Like you're suspended in a state of liminality, but you can't like drink water and like you. And
Thanks
you
so
don't
much.
need
We're
water.
gonna go. We're gonna go up these steps right now.
Okay. Wow. she's so cool. Like, she's so cool. Like, did you just see how she just like blew past me? I'm just like kind of so obsessed. Zephyr, do you go to make your way to the city stacks?
I'm going to go to the city stacks, but I'm also going to bring somebody with me.
Who do you bring with you?
I'm not 100% sure why, but something is telling me that I'm going to take Blondie with me.
Me?
Only because I feel like maybe out of the rest of the group, despite what's waiting up there, good or bad, she looks physically fit enough to maybe help me in the event that, something should go awry. So yeah, we're going to scale the steps real quick. I'm confident we can get in there.
You two be careful.
Thanks, mansplainer.
Can you guys figure out what the hell this warlock made a deal with while we're gone, at least? Can we make some progress?
And I also want to know where the stained glass man is that's
I was
trapped.
about to just say that. We need to get this man out of
Where
this
is
glass.
this man in the glass?
He's kind of cute.
I feel like
let's
in
get him
this
out.
moment, Melody would step forward and
Divide the group up.
and she would speak directly to these twins and
one who always has so much to sing.
Spotlight.
Finally says something.
Spotlight from the sky.
Finesse it out of them.
Am I just a name upon a burnt page? I cannot say. She points to the red strings on the board. But I'd like to see what song your strings play. A vow to free him. A vow we've heard. Yes, we've heard all 4 words. We've been hearing it since we got here. Melody turns to the group. It's in the ink that rises when I sing. In the doors that beg us to open. In the reason any of us ended up in a library we were never supposed to find. Well, maybe besides you, Savante. None of us came here. We were brought here. And then the thing that brought us here has been asking the same question. Through every room, past the door that hummed when I sang, it was never a riddle. It was never a password. It was just someone who never stopped asking. I feel like she would look up at the stained glass window. Did you all hear it too? Where is my wife?
Joe, do you say that out loud?
Yes.
The glass immediately starts to crack and cave and break. And Alaric Blackmere, Han Solo style, falls out of this stained glass window, fully formed, free, released from this glass holding, as you say the vow that was stolen from him in the moment of his imprisonment.
A Melody looks down at him and just says, "There you are. I've been looking for you."
Joe, take inspiration.
Yes! I was really hoping that would earn me inspiration.
I look up and I say, "Who are you?"
Your wife.
How do you know me?
I don't know you and I don't know myself, but I think we're going to get on swimmingly, and that should concern you.
I need actually both of you. Alaric, will you give me an insight check into Melody? And Melody, will you give me an insight check into Alaric right now?
I've got a 15.
15. You got a what, Max?
13.
13. Well, actually, Max, thanks to Janice. Now I can use Janice. Janice, thank you for the $10 donation. Max gets to add 1d6. My favorite, Janice says $10. Add 1d6 for Max. It seems like he needs the help.
Thanks, Janice. 4, so 17.
17.
Yeah? Yeah.
Alaric, you recognize this bard seeming to look down at you, though she's wearing a different face and different hair. There's something in the snide tone, in the tongue in cheek, the playful banter, and you get a flash of not her current hair color, but blonde, and you see pointy ears, a glass of wine, red lips, and a smirk. And you have it for a moment, but it flashes gone. Melody, you stare down at this armored knight, trying to recover his senses, staring up at you through eyes that change, or seemingly change, in front of you. You know this person, but there is something deeply familiar about him. You smell mountain air. You smell the night sky. You smell crisp wind.
Mm. Cousins once across the stars.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do I know you somehow? I say directly to Melody.
I think we knew each other once. Twice. It's all muddled together. We need to get out of here. I think Melody looks around. Is the only way out through the stairs at this point? Is there anything past the window?
So as you have freed Alaric from this imprisonment, I want to cut quickly over to Zephyr and Cassandra. Having seen and heard this interaction, do you two still move to the city stacks section?
I think Cassandra's very concerned about the situation. On one hand, I'm looking around, I see this knight fell through a window and Melody somehow knew what to say. It was crazy. And then we got, Mirella and Savant over here, like he admitted that he has something to do with this and he has no idea who we are, but we are really not questioning him. And then I turn over, Lorelai's just over there with her cat, petting her cat. I don't know what she's doing. But then, I turn to Zephyr, and I think Cassandra's just doesn't know what to do because there's so many different things going on and so many unanswered questions. So I think I turn to her and I say, what do we do now?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, Blondie, I need you to stay right there. Stay at the top of these steps where you can keep your eyeballs on the prepubescent teens down here. Watch them for me. I only have 2 eyeballs. I'm going to pop my head in this room real quick. If I'm not back in 30 seconds, you're all basically dead. I'm going to assume without me. So good luck.
Basically,
give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds.
You're very confident, aren't you?
I just need to pop my head in here real quick.
Yeah.
Gladly. Go
And
ahead.
I think we all
Can
tell
I
her she
offer
should
her
go,
to take
for sure.
Steve with her? Like for Zephyr to take Steve just as like a companion.
I do have
Oh.
a weird thing about cats. I would love. I'm not going to admit it out loud, but if you offer, I'm certainly not going to say no.
You hear
Yeah, I'm gonna
Steve.
let Steve just,
Talk for himself.
Mother.
Herself.
No, Steve's just gonna go with Zephyr just to make sure she's okay, but also low key, I want Steve to give me the inside scoop.
Mother.
Smart.
I will give you all the tea. And also, I've never thought you'd ask. Of course, the black cat will accompany the black cat. And Zephyr hops out of your hands and plods along. And Steve rather hops out of your hands, and she plods along Zephyr's by Zephyr's side. As you, Zephyr, as you go to peek your head through these doors, give me a perception. Give me a perception check.
Sorry, hold on. 6.
6. There is. Well, first of all, it's very jarring. As you open the doors, and you are met with just a completely different vibe. Papers flying around, moving in patterns, it seems, but zooming very fast. You hear music that you think you maybe recognize, but it's very different than what you've encountered. The lights in here also feel very different. It's not like torchlight or flame. It is bright and jarring and almost feels magical, the way it seemingly has a hum to it as well. As you walk in,
This is my office. I'm confident.
well, if you stone cold guess it, Aubrey, I'm not going to make you roll for it. There is something deeply familiar about this this room.
But you know what's also super familiar, and I probably should just call it out. As I made my way into clearly what maybe is not my current office. Obviously, I don't know where I am space and time wise. Is it an old office? Is it a future office? It's my office regardless. But I take a few steps into this area and then very confidently look down at my new kitty friend and just say, "Hey, Steve, long time no see."
I thought you would never recognize me.
Hello.
Oh, it's been so long. Seems we're always getting into trouble.
Cassandra walks in on their conversation because it's been 30 seconds.
Which is fine. But I can confidently
And she's very
say,
curious as to why she's talking to this cat.
Yeah. I can hear the cat. She can't hear the cat.
Zephyr, as you are looking down and having this communication with the cat, and Cassandra moves in, you I'm going to have you, because I actually what I originally should have done, and we're going to do it this way, is Steve was going to give you the help action for your perception check. And since so I would love you to roll a d20 one more time.
Sure. A 3.
Boo.
Somebody save me.
You don't notice because it wasn't hit by fairy fire in the previous room. The papers above you that were speeding so fast that now have slowly descended and begun to form into a creature as you feel yourself shoved against your desk. Will you give me either go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. This is going to be your strength modifier plus a d20 roll. That was the weirdest way I could have asked for that.
I got you.
Just in case you're wondering.
Okay, rolling. 13.
13. Perfect. And what do you add to your strength?
+2.
Okay, 15. Perfect. Exactly what you needed. You are shoved with no pun intended, almost cat-like reflexes. You feel your you roll over the desk and pop up as you see this creature of ink and paper cave up and roll on you. We are going to cut very quickly from this moment. I want to head back down to the sanctum and check in with Alaric, Savante, Mirella, Lorelei, and Melody.
At this point, I mean, I feel like Melody would help Alaric up from the floor, because I'm assuming you're still laying prone. You ask me if we knew each other. I knew you once. You made a vow. And a life so far back, I doubt either of us have the words for it anymore. A vow not to a wife, not a consort, something more. You could not live without her. And you vowed you never would. Before, from a place where you might have ruled night, and I wore shadows like they were made for me. In this life, we are, lost in a court of dreamless sleep. Cousins no more, but comrades are we. Let's find her, escape this dream between dreams.
I take which. Remind me, what's the only way out? Not into the room that Zephyr's in.
No. So you as you pick yourself up, you hear, Alaric, that word vow.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, has anybody said maybe have you thought about going into writing or anything? As Joe elicits, and again, only because you gotta honor a stone cold when somebody nails it. Alaric, you hear the words witness and vow, and something alights within your chest.
Mm-hmm.
And on this board with all of this red string on it, 3 words are illuminated: witness, vow, and name. And Loxie and Nichelle turn and they go, that's it. Those are the 3. Those are the 3 components of the ritual. It's witness, vow, and name. Like that's what it's trying to possess. That's what it's separated. If we can restore the key of the witness, the vow, and the names, we can put it all back together.
So we need to find these 3 things.
Yes, and then all of you kind of start to as this is revealed, it's almost as if things that were sandy in your mind start to become concrete. Anybody that wants to in this moment, go ahead and give me either a perception check, insight, or arcana. And I will say thank you to Gabby, who donated $10 to Michelle to give her a D6 on this roll.
Okay, so I'll
And
roll.
as I want you all to resolve those rolls, hold on to your numbers. I'm going to cut back to Zephyr, Shadowmend, and this monster. For the first time in our game, I need a Zephyr and Cassandra to roll initiative. What I need you to do right here is just roll a d20 and add your dexterity.
Okay. Dexterity. What's that? So I got a 13 plus 2,
And we're
which
back.
is...
I just had to grab my dice.
Oh, it's all good. I got a 13 plus 2 dexterity, so that's 15.
15. Perfect. And then you...
I also have a 15, but nothing additional to add.
Oh, shit.
15.
Or an even match.
Those are great initiative rolls, gang. Let's see what I get. Oh, well, that's okay. So our big bad rolled a nat 1. Amazing. That's fine.
Bye-bye, Shadow.
We'll piss on you. Okay, so you this thing fully as it dropped down, it's about 7-8 feet tall. Again, these long fingers that seem like they can, as it's made out of paper, reach in, have almost like a feeling of suctioning. And as it wheels around, Cassandra, you are the first to act. You can take an action, a bonus action. Those should be right on your character sheet. What would you like to do?
I mean, I don't have any magic. I feel like this is like a shadow finger thing. I don't really know what I can do. To shadow.
Give me a perception check. Just roll a d20, add your wisdom modifier.
Okay. I got a 6. And a wisdom is, so I have a 7 plus 1. Can someone help me?
Oh, I got you. Thanks to Sammy Coyle, who just donated $50.
No!
That roll turns into a nat 20, a critical success. Sammy. Cassandra, you went from pitched battle, a battle you can't even remember. You have been sucked into this world. You feel like you have been on your back foot since you got here. You don't know who you can trust. Things don't make sense. You feel like knowledge or understanding is right within your grasp, but it keeps slipping through your fingers like ash and sand. In this moment, you feel those 2 blades on your hip. And touching them, you get a flash, and through this library, you hear a whisper. And you hear a word pass through your ears. Your hands and your mind might know themselves better if they held your blades.
Okay.
Do you reach for your blades?
100%.
As you draw those
My
blades,
only option.
Cassandra, you get a flash of a dark street, 2 blades in your hand, black boots, a gold braid down one side, knowing your face completely hidden in shadow. You are death incarnate. Cassandra, this is you were born for this. You were made for this. This thing, yes, it's scary and it's shadow, but you look at it, it's held together by paper. You feel these blades and you know what you can do. You can swing and take this thing apart.
And then I go and I do that.
Perfectly perfectly perfect in every way. It's positively splendid.
Can
give
I?
me-
Oh,
yeah,
never
go
mind.
for it.
No, I'm just, I guess, am I able to kill this thing right here? Like, am I killing it right now?
Well,
Am I cutting it apart? Because I would
so-
love to just slash it all apart and then like cockily, like very confidently, like turn to Zephyr and be like, "You're welcome."
Give me
That's
go
what I
ahead
want to
and-
do.
No, I love it. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me
Okay.
and add your Joe, is it your dexterity modifier to hit? I'm trying to remember to hit. I'm outing myself right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Perfect.
I don't think it's Constitution.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's dexterity. So go
I
ahead and
think
route
it's
up.
dexterity.
Well, I'm the DM. I say
I got an
we're-
11 with my with the
and what do
adding
you
it.
add with your
That's with the
dexterity?
addition.
Okay, perfect. Hold on.
Right.
Wait, could I
remember.
wait? Hold on. Can I give her inspiration
100%.
from far away? I don't know. I can't see her.
Inspire me, darling. Inspire me.
This door
Door's
is
still open.
The door is still open, and Cassandra, with that nat 20 that was given to you,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that influences this moment. So go ahead and roll a d8 for me. 1d8.
Okay. I got a 6.
Oh, that definitely hits. Amazing. Go ahead and roll. It is. Where is the thing? I believe it is. How many d8 plus 4? 1d8 plus 1d8 plus 4.
Ah. I got a 2. Oh, plus 4, 6.
Okay, 6. But you go ahead and add. And I am so sorry because I didn't even. Gang, this is brand new combat for everybody. You also get to add sneak attack to this, Cassandra, because you, in this moment, remembering that shadow, remembering that darkness.
Oh, that's right. I see
This
that.
is
1d6.
you're a rogue.
Okay, let's see how it goes. I got a 5.
Perfect. So, what is that altogether? Remind me what your initial roll was.
Oh gosh. 11?
11. So 16 damage. Amazing. You jump in both of these blades, swinging, and you take your right arm and you slash across the torso of this thing, and it rips. Again, this cry that sounds like nails on a chalkboard, as you come to a stop, seeing ink spilling out of this thing as it comes to its knees. It is badly injured. Zephyr, you are the next to go. That is you.
I've just done a little acrobatic action on this desk. I have seen Cassandra whip out the blades, right? She's really gung ho. But something in the back of my brain is kind of like, she's semi-equipped to handle this. She's semi-equipped. I'm going to let her handle it for a quick second. But Steve and I are kind of locking eyes, watching this unfold, because I don't know if this thing is dead yet. Not confident that it's fully dead. So I look at Steve as this thing is starting to rise back up from the ground, this inky blob.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell that Cassandra is a little bit at a loss here. Those blades are going to cut through that thing like jello, and it's just going to reassemble. So I'm looking at Steve, and he's looking at me, and we're looking at each other. And I tell her, do it. Because, yeah, Steve's a black cat right now. Doesn't mean that Steve can't turn into something else.
I suppose. Steve turns.
At this point, because so I could see what's going on, can I be running up the stairs? Because the inky blob just called out and I'm hearing the noise. So I'm going to go protect Steve. Steve is end all be all. So I am charging up those stairs to the doorway to make sure Steve is okay. So that is where I'm heading.
Absolutely. You are beelining it up those stairs. Steve turns to this figure on its knees, bleeding out ink, and on Steve's nat 20, hisses at this thing, and as this hiss, the sound seems to reverberate and come around this creature as it is shriveled and folded and compelled. And from the stacks, Zephyr, Cassandra, you both hear this. You hear, Basket, they brought a basket. A basket. The basket has returned. A basket. And this thing is destroyed in the face of this guardian, or seemingly maybe many things, but one thing is a guardian of this library. I tell you what, you retire, you move on to a different role, and everything falls apart. Look at the state of this place. I would never have allowed this to happen. It's unacceptable. Mother, I crave the treats. I have been a very brave little girl.
I always keep treats on hand. So I open my arms so Steve can come running into my arms. And then I have a little pouch and I just pull out a couple treats just for Steve.
I might add a little, he doesn't like that kind. She doesn't like that kind. She likes the other kind better. Just FYI.
I look at Zephyr and go, excuse me?
It's a really long story, I think. I'm pretty sure that spans more decades than all of the people combined in this place.
I look at both of them and I just turn to Zephyr and I go, 30 seconds, huh?
Listen, a lot can happen. Well, where we're all from, a lot can change in 30 seconds.
I wish I could hear this cat. What is this cat saying?
It's between us.
Rude.
Sandra
goes to pet the cat, but I don't know if Steve's gonna let her.
Steve's friendly. Steve's cool. But I turn to Zephyr and I go, you can hear her? You can talk to her.
Of course.
Do I answer? Yeah. I don't have to explain myself though, right? It's just a yes or no question. So I guess I'll admit to yes.
Who are you?
It's exactly what I would like to know.
Do I have to reveal anything?
You don't have to reveal. Oh, sorry, I don't need to talk. This is not Steve talking. You don't have to reveal. Obs, you don't have to do a single thing you don't want to do.
I feel like in this moment, because, she just she slayed this thing. I feel like maybe I should offer a small detail about whatever is coming to me. I don't know exactly where I am or why I am or what I am in this moment, but I feel like maybe I should let her know that I don't know, maybe I recognize her, I feel something for her,
As you think that, Zephyr, give me you can either give me an insight check into Cassandra, or believe it or not, a religion check, which is also an intelligence.
I'm gonna do religion check.
Because why not? Go ahead and roll a
Sounds fun.
d20, and yeah.
6.
And thanks to Kathleen T, who donated $10 to give you a 1d6 of bardic inspiration. Go ahead. I can roll that d6 for you, Zephyr, or if you want to roll it,
Go right ahead.
for it. Alrighty. Oh, that is a 6. So that what was your original roll?
6.
6. Oh, perp. So that becomes a 12. On a 12, you do recognize Cassandra. There is something familiar in her, but what captures your attention is from this thing that has been slayed, some papers are dropping down, and one of them has landed on the desk, and though it's kind of covered in this ink and even though there was no fire, seems charred on the edges of it. On this piece of paper, you look down and you notice the word, and you don't know where it came from. These are runes of Erd. Sometimes it's Erd in your head, and then it flips to word, and then it flips again, almost like like you're remembering multiple memories, if that makes sense. Like there's multiple layers of things that you see images cutting, and to use a Sven reference, almost like there was a weird kind of edit where something was laid over something else, and on this piece of paper, in these, you see a symbol, and underneath the symbol, the translation comes to you, and you just pick up nameless.
And I understand that it's a symbol with a positive connotation or a negative connotation. I feel like it would lean towards positive, but I don't know her. I'm just kind of going based on my feelings here. But I feel like it's lighting up, it's staring me in the face.
Yeah.
Like this is important and somehow connected to her.
Mm-hmm. You definitely get that sense. And do you hold up the paper?
I'm going to hold up the paper and I'm going to show it to Steve. Not necessarily going to show it to Cassandra because I don't think she knows what it means.
So I'm not as smart as a cat.
Steve looks at the symbol. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yes, you have.
I don't know.
A long, long, long lifetime ago.
Nameless. Nameless
And
is my prize.
she's got no idea. Even if we did show it to her, it's not going to mean anything.
What do you mean I have no idea?
Cassandra,
What are you two talking about?
do you approach to look at the symbol?
Yes.
Give me a perception check, and do so with advantage. You're going to roll this d20 twice. Take the higher roll.
Got a 13. And a 13.
That is amazing. What do you add to your wisdom? What is your wisdom modifier again?
1. So I got a 14.
14. There is something deeply familiar about this symbol. You get your forehead feels hot, and you but something is blocking you from accessing this memory again. It's like that feeling of sand or ash falling through your hands. Cutting quickly to Melody, Lorelai, Cassandra, what are you, Mirella? What are you all doing?
I was gonna say I'm sitting on a perception roll still with our donor.
Yeah.
And when they all left before, and Cassandra said, like, I don't know, we need to know what's going on with this warlock. And I keep, that in my head told me to worry about him. I need to know what's going on. I need to know what he knows about this curator, because I feel like he knows the curator.
Great. And so
much.
So I got an 11 on my roll.
Okay.
But I don't know what I rolling perception? Was that what it was?
Yes, you're rolling perception.
Okay. So I got a 13 plus. Do I have to roll a d6 or you roll a d6?
You are welcome to roll that d6 if you want to. I would never take that away from you, Mirella.
Okay, I'll roll the d6. And I got a 4. So 17.
Okay, 17.
Oh, I'm taking you down now.
You gaze and look at Savante. And you... Wait, is that me? You hear a buzzing, Mirella.
This whole time it was Connor. No wonder it kept coming no matter who went on, because it was Connor.
Behind the scenes, we've been like in a private chat, like, where is the buzzing coming from?
Mirella, you have been hearing this buzzing since you entered this
I sure
season.
have. I sure
And
have.
It's been on this roll. It feels like something has been trying to get a hold of you and check in with you, and all of a sudden that buzzing, that twitching, that twisting, you hear her back again. Hello. I'm sorry. It is hard to sometimes I lose reception. This place you are in, it is dead zone. It is liminal nightmare. My little Malchik.
Oh, you were an old woman the whole time?
How
good to know.
dare you? How dare you? Did no one raise you to be polite?
You
Did
didn't
no one-
raise me. No one raised me. I don't know who my family is.
My little... Would you be silent?
The buzzing or you?
All of it, my magic, it is all messed up in this world.
Well, whoever you are, can you tell me? Can you tell me who this
What do you mean
curator
no one?
is?
What do you mean no one raised you? I
don't
raised you
remember.
out of my cauldron.
What does that mean?
I raise you out of my cauldron, my little Malche. You are my You are my daughter of the violet flame.
So I don't have a father.
Oh, men.
Now I
Well,
have daddy
seldom
issues.
is-
Cool.
I mean, you may have father. You have had many fathers in the amalgamous sense, but child, remember, the fathers, they come and go. It is the mother. It is the mother that is everything. And you hear a silliness, a whimsicalness, but there is something, Mirella, deep and ancient about this force talking to you. You hear this voice go, the deal maker, the trickster. He make not good deal. He make deal with the shit spinner. Oh, I'm sorry. They spin gold. I do not see gold. I see shit. I see shit, and it is spun. He corrodes. He collects. Like this collector, a collector of different kind, right? These forces, they do nothing but collect. They collect and they try to change, but they forget. They forget me. I am older than all these written words. I am older than these authors.
I make a lot of deals and a lot of bargains, little Russian man. But I'm usually good when I know what kind of deal I make. And what do you mean bad deal?
You can hear me?
You just called my supposed mother a Russian man.
My magic is so crossed. It is so wild. You do not pay. You do not buy. You do not buy patron connection to me. You made deal with shit spinner.
Is the shit spinner the curator? You said they're taking things away, the books.
Chicken.
The
of a
warlock
different
knows the
feather.
curator.
Chicken of a different feather. It has spell, cannot say the patron's name. But you must understand, little Malchik, you will all need each other. Do you not remember? You will remember. You must remember. You are my spirit of story. I was moving on my hut, the chicken legs taking me through, and I existed as long as there has been story. And even though, Savante, you have tuned in to message that was not meant for you, I am glad you are here. You have made deal with dark, dangerous individual. Do you remember the deal you make?
What I knew about that deal was I was going to get more, but that's what I've always done. I've always found ways to get more. But this is different than the last times that I've done this. And I don't know why all these people are here and involved, especially the knight that fell out of a glass window. And I'm getting a little impatient, and I'm also a little confused why this deal has brought everybody else here too.
Oh,
Because y'all are not supposed to be here.
you are not the only one who made the deal. And not every story is about you, Savante. They all come together. This collector, he want to take things. It want to eat things. It want to change things. It want to control things. But there are things that were not meant to be controlled. Savante, give me an insight check into this voice.
With pleasure.
Into my Russian mother man. Into, as the comments say.
We have a 19.
On a 19, you hear the words of this voice coming from the stacks, talking to Mirella, and you feel a memory tugging at you. Something you'd forgotten. You saw. It's like a buzzing. It enters your head again, like it's eating or trying to tune in. And then you see it. There was a house. No, you were a pirate. But no, the deal you made, it was before that. You were in a manor and a mansion, and there were guests, and they were drinking, and there was a giant tree covered in candles and toys, and you appeared. And you saw the little girl and the present that you'd made especially for her, infusing your magic. Because no longer were you just a deal maker, a magician. You now had real power. And you had acquired that nutcracker. You could make more than mere illusions. You could summon shadows of the dead, shadows of the past, and make them manifest.
Yes. But what happened to all those people?
You see, or rather smell and remember, the fire, the decay, the rats dragging and devouring little Clara away, the prince that was supposed to protect her, ripped apart and in ruins. And that story gone forever, that story that had inspired so many little girls and sisters and humans as they witnessed and wanted to be Clara themselves. You took their names. Because if you don't take the names, the patron takes yours.
I may be this pirate, but as the name that my father and the family line that I've carried, you may know me as Savant, and this vision is bringing me back to where I was before and who I was before. There's a name that comes to mind. It was Herr Drosselmeyer. This was a son of a brilliant man who believed death could be beaten. But I remember that the house always wins. Now, I swore I would finish my father's work, that I would restore honor to our name after he failed to cheat death. So I stood at the helm of my ambition, captain of a doomed vessel striking deals with the abyss. I did not seek to master death. I sought to sail beyond it, to control it. And I believe no contract could outwit me, so I bargained. I I traded my memory for mastery, love for longevity, soul for survival. I thought immortality would restore my family's name. Instead, it hollowed me. I gained power over death, yes, I did. And with it, I lost everything I loved. Everything that made life worth defying it for. I can't feed you another name. Not anyone's here. I would rather die Air Drosselmeyer than live forever as the deal maker I chose to become. If any soul here must be protected from the debt that I chose, then let the price be mine. Take it.
Savante, as you utter this undeniable truth, you feel, or rather hear, the turning of a spinning wheel. So it's fallen into the book pit, and it's decided to be a little shit. You signed a deal, and the blood made it real. I don't care how you feel. I want the seal. I want the meal. I want the... And you feel fingers reaching and clawing into your head, and Mirella, you hear it in your own head. I see. I told you, a shit spinner is a big problem. Big problem.
Can we see or hear any of this? Is there any reaction from Savante?
Yeah, I think Savante, feeling absolute well, I'll ask you, Savante, what does the feeling of this thing trying to claw and get your name, what does that feel like to you?
I feel like it's an incredibly hot feeling. I feel trapped in my mind. I feel like it's foggy.
Can I cast prestidigitation to wrap him in like a cold bubble of air to like bring him back to the present?
Absolutely. Sven, with the help action from Melody, go ahead, and I just need a constitution roll. So go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your con modifier.
D20.
Can two people also do that? I have the same spell. Prestidigitation. Like we both help him.
Because I love that, I'm going to say yes. Because that image is just so cool to me as two casters, both. Mirella, tell me, and I'm going to ask the same from you, Melody. What, as you both cast the same archetypal spell to cool this raging fire of guilt as this deal tries to claim its price, as Savante attempts to break it. What does the magic look like coming from both of you?
Mine is a cool air of purple, shimmering light.
I think Melody's would be a golden, pinkish hue, iridescent, and I feel like it'd be the kind of the same as Fairy Fire, where it's as if the music is coming from her bow and wrapping around him in like a kind of a fury. And I actually have a incantation if I can.
Give it to me.
I'm feeling.
No, I'm
feeling the gold. I'm
such a
feeling the
sucker
cool.
for it.
I'm hearing some notes as this is all spinning around me.
As she draws her bow across the strings, Melody says the following. Find me 5 things you can see. Let the eyes do what the eyes know. A wall, a door, a face, a hand. Count them slow. 4 things that reach your ears, not the fear. Underneath. Footsteps, breathing, distant stone, the sound of your own teeth. 3 things your hands can tell you. Cold or rough or real. The body knows the room it's in. Let your body feel. 2 things you can name by scent. Dust, old ink, something true. The world is still a world right now. It's holding on to you. 1 thing on your tongue. Could be air. Could be your fear. Could just be the taste of being present here. You're in a library. You're with us. The story is still going. That means you're still in it, shit spinner.
Shit spinner.
I would roll to try and basically take out Savante here. Even with Melody's ferocious, beautiful incantation that pierces the veil of this heat, Savante, you feel a strength wrapping around you from Mirella's reach out. You, in many stories, have made selfish choices.
Mm.
And in this moment, you chose, maybe for the first time, courage. But that's not true. Because while the only moments that you have been able to access have been guilt and shame and the moments where you made the wrong choice, all of a sudden you are flooded with images that contradict that narrative. You see, as Melody's Technicolor light moves around you and infuses you, and those words give you something to ground on. A quick shout out to Kelsey, who has donated $50 to give my ass a nat 1. Kelsey, you absolutely saved Savante. It was beautiful.
Woo!
I was
Mirella,
risky, I knew.
that violet, cool air as it comes into you. You see the flash of a moment, a snow-covered battlefield and a fortress where you sailed to relief. You see the image of yes, something terrible happened, but that story is still there of Clara and the Nutcracker Prince and the journey that she goes on. You feel it. You feel that the legend and the story of Drosselmeyer can be recovered. You see the deal that you made with Mephistopheles, Dr. Faustus, and you realize a different choice can be made. That even though all of these things happen over and over and over again, Sinbad in the sea, Faustus in the foyer, you see your spirit infused into a 7-foot tall. He looks fey. He's crawling on a beach as he reaches out and makes a different choice, and you realize that courage was vulnerability. That courage was opening up and asking for help and showing your hand when there was nothing to be gained from it, when no price could be extracted. You made that choice.
After
And
how
you
much I've
fear.
lost.
Say again?
After how much I had lost, what I thought I would be gaining, I became empty inside. And I couldn't do that anymore. if I knew that this was going to cost a name and lose everything, my memory, my past, my history, I had to do it to redeem my father. What I believe my father actually sought after, what he was too afraid to do, I had to do.
Oh, do you see, little Mirella? Do you see this man? Perhaps I speak too soon. Sometimes the sins of the father do not always have to pass to the son. We can make a different choice.
And Savante, you feel almost the blow of a kiss from a hut far away on chicken legs. Whisper a name into your ear, and I'm going to just pot this into the private chat. The name of your patron that you have not been able to find. This name that you knew if you had, you would be free. And all you have to do is say it out loud, and the spinning stops.
I was going to say that before. That's crazy.
All of it stops. Rumpelstiltskin.
You feel a cloud and see that spinning wheel shatter as a figure with a hideous face that morphs and shifts, tall and gangly.
My rhymes are gone. I have no one.
The names, they fall like leaves. And you all see. Fuck you, Drosselmeyer, or Savante, or whatever the fuck your name is. And you feel this spirit just disappear and fade as you feel a relief. And as this truth erupts from you, Savante, all of you hear two more locks on two more doors open up.
I think Alaric would immediately just be like, good gods, what the hell just happened?
Right.
I think I was in the dark for all of that.
Loxy turns to you and goes, more has just happened in like the last 45 minutes than like the last. I feel like we've been here. Sometimes it feels like 500 years and like not a lot's been going on. You know what I mean? Like it's been pretty quiet since you went in the glass, Alaric. You know, it was kind of hard watching you like get beat up a lot of the time. So this is really cool.
Did those locks pop in the space that we are downstairs still?
You see.
So I think we would run, or no, I would run to one of them. Like, what was that?
So one door, you see kind of morphs and changes above it. And I do have to check my handy dandy notebook. But inspiration to anybody who understands that reference, my millennial ass.
Blues Clues.
Go, Steve, go.
Blues Skidoo. We can too.
One of the doors appears, and it seems to be a sandstone archway. Above it, the words in all of you feel the names flow through you. The words of the mother. No, it's word marks. No, it's Erd. It's you can't grab the words, but you do know what the letters spell even as they morph. Above the sandstone archway appears the word vow. By the door you all came through shifts and morphs. as well, restacking itself. And it looks like glass, but there's something, it's like glass and iron, this door, and it feels old. Above it, the same words that appears. Name. And although you, I'll say Zephyr, or anybody that's kind of still near the previous door, you feel a light appear above the doorway that Loxia and Nichelle called the city stacks, and you see witness. But witness fades as if that component of the spell has been completed. As our entire party convalesces and gazes at these two doors, Loxia and Nichelle go, "We have been working on this for so long, and you all just blow in here and just like blow this wide open. I am so shook." Well, okay, so what we know is we were looking for the components that the collector was using, and there was we know we needed name, vow, and witness, and it looks like you all have the witnessing each other. We witnessed Savante or Drosselmeyer or we witnessed you in that act of courage, and it looks like we have. Well, I suppose it's you all. We this is kind of like we're a little out of our depth. We read the stories, we don't like go into the things, but like it looks like you have name and vow from these other two pieces of libraries from different worlds. And as they say that, what do you all do?
I think I would walk up to the door that says vow. Alaric would walk up to the door that says vow. And go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
I would kind of go up to it and try to open the door after hearing the lock as well, or the latch unlock.
Let me ask you this, Alaric. Do you put your hand anywhere on the archway that says vow?
Yes.
I know, what a leading question. Give me a... yeah. Give me a charisma check.
Oh, there it is. 22.
Oh my god.
19 plus 3.
You touch that sandstone that says vow. You hear in the back, "No!" And it's stopped. As you touch, you hear and feel music. Strings, violin. It's the most beautiful music. You see images of stars. And the words, I think that there's you have been, though you don't remember the vow, Alaric, you remember the feeling. And as you lean in to that feeling and put your hand on this archway feels familiar as it descends down and spirals. And it's a whisper. I would have waited 500 years. I would have waited 500 more years for you. 1,000 years, 1,000 years. Almost like a half whisper and a half remembered dream. You see a flash of blue eyes and starlight.
I remember this vow that I made. I couldn't speak it, but I remember dedicating my entire life, my entire soul to protecting the woman I love, the woman I cherished, the woman who saw all of my cracks and dents in my armor and loved me back, loved me all the same.
As you have that image and feel that pull and hear that whisper coming to you, Lorelei, you also feel a tug toward this archway. And it was so odd. Melody said it earlier, but you remember there was a phrase. There you are. I've been looking for you. And that sounded so familiar as you feel yourself pulled and you turn toward Alaric. And it's like you're seeing him for the first time. And that's where we're going to take our break. Gang, thank you so much. I'm going to jump in. Please, players, take a quick grab a drink of water. Take a quick break. We'll be back. We're going to have a little 5-minute. We'll call it 10-minute intermission. A cat. Oh, is this Steve?
This is my cat Steve. It's been so healing and wonderful to like see her be brought to life by you, Connor. So thank you for doing her justice. But yeah, I just wanted everyone to see this is what Steve looks like. So I'm gonna cry now.
Gang, I thank you for putting this beautiful cat up. Oh, Steve, yep, Bast cat, Hundo P. Gang, thank you so much for tuning in. We're on a quick break. For a quick shout out, thank you so much to those that have donated. I'm opening up my notes. I'm gonna fully own it. I was kind of a bad kid there. There are so many donations rolled in. We are going to get to all of them. Gonna read these off really quick. Thank you to Seth who came in clutch with those $10 with that $10 D6 inspiration for the next roll under 10. Janice, who threw in $10 for Max. Had that great comment. Seems like he needs the help. Gabby, $10 to add a D6 for Michelle. Mirella, Sammy C coming in clutch with that nat 20 $50 donation, gang, that I definitely gave to a player, or I could have opted to give a nat 1 to myself. Why would I ever do that when we've got so many people throwing nat 1s at me, sassy Sammy? We also had Kathleen T with the 1d6 $10 donation for OBS, for Zephyr. Kelsey with that $50 donation for the nat 1 for me. There are more to come, friends. There are more to come. Gang, so many great donations also still coming in. I don't want to give them away too much because we want that dramatic moment. But just as a quick shout out, gang, we are sitting so close. $5,800 of 6,500 for the fundraiser. Gang, I am like completely overwhelmed and so excited. Please keep those donations coming in. Even $1 helps. Remember, gang, you can impact how this story goes. $10, we get to add or subtract 1d6, $20, add or subtract 1d8, $30, add or subtract 1d12, $50 gets you that critical success or failure for the player of your or DM of your choice. You can throw those at me / our villains if you want. Gang, thank you again. Thank you for giving, for donating, for putting that belief and faith into Whimsy Gossip, into artists who, as you can see, I think on this stream, really know how to tell beautiful, compelling stories in incredible ways. Not Sven coming in and just ripping my heart out with that beautiful gang. This is what I love about this gang. You never know. Man, people are like, I don't really know what I'm doing. And then, 4 hours in, they're like, I've got a Academy Award winning monologue. I'm just going to drop here off the cuff of my, and then, get to see so many people show off different abilities and talents. It's so, so great. Yeah, gang, Steve, big shout out to the it's always a familiar that becomes like the poster child of a campaign, and I really do believe that's Steve here. Sorry, I had to grab a drink. Oh, gang. So, Sammy, I love you, Sammy, in the comments section. Tell Cersei it was me. Oh, I know, gang. Just 70 folks donating $10. Share this on your stories. Do not be afraid to pop in at any point, gang. We will be back in just 5 more minutes. Don't hesitate. Our amazing mod. Quick shout out to the mod squad. We've got Catherine, Mel, Sammy Coyle. I have to always specify which Sammy I'm talking about because we have so many Sammys who are, gang, put together all of these amazing graphics, helped get StreamYard and all of these things up and organized. Nothing happens here without them. They run the ship. Thank you all so, so much. Mel, Catherine, Jamie, Sammy, Silver, all of you. You make the rock and world go round. Gang, we will be back in just 3 or 4 minutes. Grab a drink, share on socials, let you know, let your friends know we are coming in to the final act of this story. How will it end? We don't know. Welcome back. Hello, gang. Thank you so much. Once again for tuning in. Gang, the chat, you are big shout out before we start and finish the second half of our thrilling one shot. Just a quick shout out to this community. You all are incredible. You are the reason why we do this, why we want to do this. Worst time to need to burp ever. And you all are everything, like truly. Thank you so much for your generosity, especially with everything going on. It's so real. So I certainly don't take it for granted, and I know nobody else up here does either. So thank you all for your wonderful, wonderful generosity. Yeah, that is absolutely true. The bookish community has no equal. We love you all to death. Returning to our story, Alaric, you remember those words and the vow, the images that are starting to come back to you.
Yes, I said that. Here you are. I said those words.
Yes.
And I turn to Lorelai and I say, I said them to you. You were my vow.
Were you my vow? Did I make a vow to you as well?
Yes. I reach out my hand with my other hand still touching the archway to Lorelai.
Give me, Lorelai, an insight check into Alaric.
So that would be a 10. And then what do you mean by insight?
Insight is an intelligence-based check, and you would, Lorelai, you would add that modifier if Sassy Sammy had not donated $50, 50, to be an absolute chaos goblin and give you a nat 1.
No!
On this nat 1, as you're peering into Alaric's eyes, something
a worm just come and eat me?
you hear in your... Can you imagine? All right, gang, thank you so much. Like Jaws just comes up. All right, gang, thank you so much for coming. That's our one shot. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Have a great evening. As you go to reach, everyone in their voice, with it sounds like it's coming within and without. You hear, "Oh, I'm sorry. Is this how you think the story ends? You think this is some fucking smutty, spicy, happy fantasy fairy tale?" And you all see Alaric get sucked, pulled down into the room that says vow. Alaric, I am going to need a dexterity saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
Can I give him inspiration before?
Yes!
As he's pulled through?
Yep.
I will say, I don't know, this might be a mistake on dexterity, but my dexterity already says 18 on it. I might be +8, not 18. Just checking in on that logistically.
I think it's supposed to be a +3. My bad.
+3. That's okay. I wanted to check.
Max, I'm such a simp for you.
Alaric,
wanted
That
to
would
get,
be
like, all
crazy.
of the-
Alaric be on steroids when he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can me and
Can
me and Zephyr also just run down the stairs at this point so that we're all in the room together?
Yes, everybody is welcome to take actions and move. I just wanted to.
Okay, we're
resolve
here.
this.
We're down the stairs. I just want to put us in the room where, like, what the? We literally come down the stairs and we're watching this start to happen. We're just
Okay,
getting sucked in the room.
dexterity is 16 with the +3.
Perfect.
Oh, snap. And then my constitution, damn, 21. 16 plus 5. Damn.
Okay. You feel this force suck you back. It feels like almost like two spells are working on you at the same time. Like one is trying to crush you internally, like you're in the trash compactor. Gang, I'm a secret Star Wars nerd. You're going to hear a lot of Star Wars references coming out of my mouth, and I'm just going to apologize. I know we're in well. Come on,
Do not
Fantasy Space
apologize.
Fantasy. It's an interstate highway. Okay, like you're in a trash compactor, right? You feel this like it's like almost like there is a pressure trying to cave you in, and then a force that is also yanking you back on this constitution. You feel seeing Lorelei, remembering this vow. You feel, you've been trapped in a stained glass window, but even before that, it becomes so easy when we don't to lose sight of why we're suffering. And for the first time in a long time, you feel an energy and a vitality flowing through you that you have not felt in an age, and you are able to resist this crushing pressure on you. And as you're yanked behind you and you feel the air and wind on your body, you know the wind, you know the air. You are a creature of air, and from out behind you, as you say that, you feel wings expand, lock in place, and act almost as a parachute as you are able to get, I'm going to say, your sword anchored into the stone ground. It pierces, and you drag yourself to a stop. Everyone else, are you making your way down the stairs?
I feel very strongly that Melody would, out of sheer instinct to protect someone that I feel honor bound to protect, that I swore I feel a vow within myself that I swore I'd never let them out of my sight again. And Melody, without hesitation, steels herself and attempts to follow Alaric through the door.
Alaric, as you grind to a halt, resisting this pull, you look around you. You hear singing, you hear that music, but you quickly realize without rolling, it's the memories and shadows of music in the space between spaces. It's almost as if you're hearing the echo or a palimpsest of something that's supposed to be here. Almost translucent images of blue robes moving through this space. This space, it's the sanctum. It was more than a library. It was a sanctuary. It was this place held a vow of protection for those that had suffered, for those that had hurt, and it gave them a place to heal. And in this moment, you feel the magic of this place, your magic. Something is trying to rewrite it. Something is trying to capture and morph this thing. I think all of you have made your way to the bottom of this sanctum, and anybody that wants to can give me Arcana, Insight, Arcana, Insight, Perception, any kind of like wisdom, wisdom or intelligence-based rolls that you want.
I rolled an Arcana, an 8 with my inspiration, 5, 13, 14.
Will you also add a D6 for me that comes from a $10 donation from Vero, our very own Veronique. Je l'aime, Veronique. Thank you so much. Giving Melody a D6 here.
So that would make it a 17.
17. You look around this space. You have been here before, Melody, many times. You see this is a place of devotion to healing, devotion to vow. There's something about that word, and you taste it. You remember there was a time where the word truth, you held that word and its many convalescent meanings, and this place had a deep truth, and there is another truth that is trying to be laid on top of it, and it is not a truth, it is a lie.
Can I cast a spell on this truth? This
You can
lie?
certainly try.
I'd
You
love
know how long I've been waiting to say that. You all know how long I have been waiting to say that. All right, sorry.
Can I cast Shatter?
Will you read the components of that spell for, or not the components? Will you is there a saving throw for that?
Yeah.
That's really what I was asking.
Yes. Let me pull that up really quick. Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Past Connor was like, "Yeah, use whatever spells you want." Like, I don't care. That's not really. The
Anything, a non-magical item takes damage. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. I don't know if that makes any difference for you.
Oh, it sure does, Joe.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Oh, good. And actually, I think it was. No, I'm saving that for a player because this is too hilarious. I rolled a nat 1. Everyone in this room, Alaric, sucked down, pulls out his shadow blade, badass, sticks it in the ground to wings, parachute, stops himself. Whoa, money shot! You all come run down. Melody, I think, with the eyes of truth, as you step into this space, lights illuminate. Like it looks very new. Some of the inscriptions that have been put into the ground in this word language, and you all, Melody, you see translated vow of possession. And you cast shatter on that shit. And with your a word comes to your mind that said a line. When she came into her magic, the mountain shook. And you feel this entire room, this library, this space between spaces shake as you shatter this lie. And it explodes, and underneath there is a mural. You see a mural of she's in leathers. It starts as a black dress, and then as the black dress comes up here, it's a very above table. It's very Art Nouveau. This black dress flows up into leather armor, cascading on this beautiful fey woman. She's holding a harp. On her face is a mask, silver eyes. Coming out to her left, you see blue robes that cascade up into leathers as well, into armor, flowing red hair, a white bandana or a white ribbon across tied across her her forehead, and then to the masked wearer's left. Boots that form into black leather and black armor, wings cascading behind her, a beautiful black braid flowing over brown shining skin, also with a white ribbon around her forehead. You see almost like a crest or a coat of arms. Beneath them, the word Valkyrie. And beneath that, written in letters or word. Anybody that wants to give me a history check, arcana check.
Let's see.
No, come on.
16.
Oh, I got a 14.
You know, friends, I really am like not trying
I got a
to
19.
I'm trying not to give away the goat here. I would say, yeah, like you have to roll to really figure out what this next part means. But Amber, who donated $60, 60 to give a nat 20 success on this roll.
Thank you, Amber.
I am going to say, you all understand this truth, but Lorelei, you gaze down and recognize. All of them feel familiar, but you recognize the woman in the center, in the mask. She, terrifying, imposing, crowned in a crown that looks like obsidian black spikes. To all the world, fierce, menacing, terrible in an ancient sense, in a glorious sense. But you see something beneath that. You see a pain, and you feel a tether you deeply recognize, like you are that person, or that there is a piece of that this figure that is you. And as you gaze and see Valkyrie beneath these three, and then beneath that, written in this language. And it's so funny because you almost feel like you remember a time where you couldn't comprehend sounds that were drawn. But you remember learning and understanding by somebody who did not treat you as a commodity or a prize or a possession or something to be protected and kept in a gilded cage, but who gave you a match, who matched you word for word, blade for blade, barb for barb, who did not stand above you but did not coddle or treat you as fragile. And the phrase that you see sprawled beneath these three, I'm going to pop this into the private chat. Do you speak it aloud?
Cassandra does not.
Cassandra keeping secrets.
Well, listen.
Secrets
still don't know
do
who
not
you-
friends make, Cassandra.
I don't know you guys, and you haven't wanted to be my friend since I've gotten here. You haven't asked a single thing about me. And I've tried to get up to know you guys. Who the heck why are we all here? Why are we all connected? Nobody
Now hold
seems
on.
to care.
I recall being the one to do the circle up. My name is Melody, and I wear black, and I am 5'4".
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I forgot about that melody. The lot's happened since that song, but you were the only one that has tried to get to know everyone.
So tell me.
Well, didn't you hear? Did we all hear the same thing?
Are we reading? We're reading it,
Yes.
right? On the bottom.
And at this point, anybody can speak it aloud.
Okay, I'll say it because Cassandra doesn't want to give us anything. But I'm here to remind her you always have a choice.
As Mirella says, you always have a choice. Lorelei. Choice. Alaric. Choice. You remember your vow, your power. That bond came from choice, from not making decisions and not possessing, but giving space for choice. Space for some to choose someone and have them choose you of free will. And all of you, that word choice, the choice to continue on, to not give up, to the choice to be vulnerable, the choice to reach out, the choice to keep reaching your hand. Lorelei, there is something in a phrase comes to your brain, keep reaching out your hand. The choice to keep doing that. And all of you feel this room alight and glow. And you feel the spell, the key of vow has been completed.
I think I remove my sword from the stone. And as I tuck my wings into myself to pass back through the archway, I walk up to Lorelei and I say, that was my vow to you. that you always have a choice. And then, yeah.
Would it be in that moment that I would grab Alaric's hand, and in that moment, matching tattoos would kind of swirl up both of our arms,
As you
kind of signaling
grab,
something I could play?
as you grab Alaric's hand, you see tattoos start to move up in the palm of your hand. It starts as a cat's eye, but then transforms as it almost as if it's being revealed and has to like you well, maybe some of our viewers won't remember this. You know how like when you had the VHS and you had to fast forward to get to your favorite part of the movie, and you could play it and you just had to press the thing and then it would go really fast. That's what your tattoos start to appear. The bond and vow that you two made to each other made manifest for all to see.
Melody is feeling so inspired by this showcase of like true love and passion that she wants to add a little soundtrack to this moment, if I can.
Yes.
A vow you said, she points to Alaric. A vow you made, she points to Lorelei. Hearts never to part. A certain grave. Across the stars and space and time. But this vow was not just Lorelei. She points back at the floor. He vowed to her, and she to him, that love would be no gilded prison. You made it in another life. You're paying it in this one. I think the archive just needed to know you remembered. It was real.
You feel the room flutter, almost expanding under Melody's rhyme and truth. And as those words are uttered, Melody, as you say that, Cassandra and Mirella, you two hear music of a different kind going back up the stairs. A faint whisper, you hear, Mirella, you hear violins in an orchestra. Cassandra, the word that comes to you, a piano or a pianoforte, and something tugs on you as you feel yourself pulled that way.
Okay, Cassandra, because we both noticed it together. And I say, this is beautiful and all that you all found each other, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And you seem like you've been trying to work with me, so I'm ready to befriend you, little rogue. Let's go together.
Well, it's about damn time. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's run.
Maybe this guy can fly us out. I don't even know.
We just bolt. We bolt. Say, sorry, guy, have fun.
As the party, I assume, is everybody moving with Cassandra and Mirella?
Come on, guys.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
All right, but all right.
Come on,
At this
everyone,
point,
let's go.
can Lorelei offer out her other hand to Melody to
Yeah,
join?
I want to
and
hold
it's-
hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
There's a why choose happening. That's why I was like, this love thing is great, but like we gotta go.
We have things to do, people to see. Libraries just say.
Melody and Lorelai and Alaric take inspiration.
Well,
for that, because-
yes. I want to be like the little kid between mom and dad.
yeah, Hondo P, mother and father.
Melody's just here for the vibes.
As we ascend up the stairs, this music that's pulling Cassandra and Lorelai, and we head to coming from this third and final room, this door of iron and glass, open, not locked, not closed, seems to open, and Cassandra, as and Mirella, both of you, as you both approach, will you both do me a favor and give me a wisdom, just a cute little wisdom saving throw? Would you just roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier?
I got a 9 plus 13.
9 plus 13.
I got
That's
a
22.
4
22.
plus 1. I'm not very wise. I have 5.
Well, that's okay. Thanks to Taylor W, who has donated $20. Mirella, will you add a 1d8? Catherine S has given me $20. Has given me bardic desperation. I have to subtract 1d8 from this roll, so hang tight, team. And then Tigga's mom, who donated $10. Val, will you add a d6 to your roll? That was a whole lot of numbers, and I didn't understand any of it. Did all that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect.
All I know is I got a 22, so Val, take all the rolls.
I got a 5, so that means I have 10.
I'm taking a picture of this because nobody's gonna believe me.
What the hell
Is
did
it
you
a one?
get?
Is it a nat 1?
Well, no, I cannot believe I have been rolling like ones and so low, and then I rolled an 8 on a d8, but of course it's the one that I'm subtracting, so that's fine. The dice are just saying we want the story told, my guy. Like we're tired of your little games and shenaniganery. Just get out of the way. We want the White Shoes novel. So on a minus d8, Mirella, you got a did you say 22?
I sure did.
Okay. You're approaching this door of iron and glass, and you feel something start to creep over you, a dread. And you hear that voice. I think you've already seen this story, my dear. And it didn't end well for you. Do you remember what happened? You get an image, Mirella, of a stage. An orchestra all in black, performing tunes, but there was something dangerous underneath it. Another image of a singer in the hall of a palace, through with one song stole the breath of every noble in that room. And you see a rose. You see feet in ballerina slippers. And you hear this voice. Why? Why keep turning and twirling and giving the fire to the people that hate you? The audience despises you. They love you for your entertainment, but of course, the second anything gets political, they're all missing in action. Your head just rolls.
I ask, do I ask, where are we? What am I seeing?
You're
Other
seeing
than-
this.
Am I on the stage or am I in the audience at this point?
You're standing in front of this iron door,
In the door.
also made of glass, but it's almost as if these memories are coming, or kind of or rather, you suspect on that 22 you're being allowed to see. You feel a temptation. You see through this, though. Much like Savante, you have been a magician of sorts, a performer, a trainer of performers, and you recognize smoke and mirrors when you see one, and you are hit on that 22 with an undeniable truth that this thing is showing you these things because it is scared, because it does not want you to go into that room.
And I can tell that it's an illusion again.
Yes.
And it's trying to trick me.
Mm-hmm.
This room is, you said the door was open, but is it dark inside?
Yes.
I can't see inside.
It seems to descend down.
Can I cast a spell?
You absolutely can.
Can I cast dancing lights? Does that make sense?
Oh, I wish you would. As you cast dancing lights, I'm actually going to cut over to Cassandra. Will you remind me what you got on that roll?
10 total.
10 total. As you cast dancing lights, Mirella, and that violet shoots, what looked like maybe a railing or a thin pedestal that was going down the stairs, you realize it was a canister, a long aqueduct filled with oil, and it catches fire. And the fire descends down the stairs, illuminating everything, and you see on either side paintings, motifs of pointed-eared, long canined warriors and humans fighting, depictions and going down into what looks like a very old library. Cassandra, you see this illuminated, and you are struck with a chill. You have a memory of descending, or you get there's a flash on a 10. You gaze up and see the death and destruction around you, and in your voice you hear, "Oh, look, the Queen of Suffering has arrived at her door." But of course, it's not just you who suffers, is it? Anybody that loves you. Loving you is a losing game, right?
I run down the stairs.
What is everybody else doing right now?
Could I hear that voice too with her? Because I'm with her.
Mhm.
So I run after her and ask her, What the hell was that? What queen? Are you a queen of something?
I'm flying. Like, I'm leaving.
You're not
her in the
listening to
dust.
me. You're
Not
literally not
listening.
listening to me.
I'm not panicking, but I'm determined at this point to get to the other side. And I just have a feeling like there's truth awaiting for me if I just run and go down these stairs as fast as I can and I enter the wherever I'm going, the room.
Question. It's in the door. There's a stairway down.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm chasing her ass.
I am too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I look back and I look forward and I say, huh?
I have some things to
Going after
say to Cassandra after this. I
Yeah.
feel like Melody's true nature is very triggered by this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And very much angry that Cassandra is running.
Yeah, same. My lights can't keep up.
You all,
Guys, I gotta go. The stairs are on fire. There's a lot going on. I ain't got time for this.
as you all descend down this long hallway, turns on either side of you, Cassandra. You see the walls are black. It looks like black obsidian. There's a strange throbbing in your head as you move farther into this hallway. The party hot on your heels. Everybody, if you would be so kind, go ahead and give me a perception check, insight, arcana, history, as you're heading down this hallway, and the violet lights are chasing after you, lighting up this oil. All of a sudden, we open up into what feels like a very, very old library, pillars, bookcases that of stone that seem to have crumbled in on themselves, texts, books that are older than books, some on ancient scrolls. Go ahead and give me your checks.
I got a dirty 20 on a history check.
16.
Dirty 20s.
I got 18 on Arcana.
Oh, gang, this is crazy. What incredible rolls, but well, you're gonna have to do more because Mel, who donated $10, adds 1d6 to Cassandra. The comment section's doing me so dirty, gang. Kelsey has donated $50, another $50 to give me a nat 1 on my next roll. So that's coming up. Kelsey just said yes. That's what I want. I want to bring you down. That's real. That's absolutely fine.
Oh my god.
So I will start with Cassandra. What with that D6? What'd you roll?
Oh, I just roll a D6.
Oh, sorry.
I roll a 22.
What check do you make? Are we making a? What are you looking for? Perception, insight, arcana, history.
History, intelligence.
Okay, so go ahead and add your intelligence to this.
Okay,
so
I roll a 20. I roll a 20, then a 6, then add my intelligence.
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. My 20-sided dice says 15. My 6-sided dice says 6. And my intelligence is -1. So I got 16 plus 5. So 21.
That's a 21.
Yeah. Blackjack.
As you step into this space, Cassandra, I'm going to come back and resolve you in a minute. What did everybody else roll?
History, a 16.
16.
I said history, but I meant insight. Sorry, was my dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so Mirella got dirty 20 insight. Joe, you got a 16 on history, and then Sabante.
An 18 on Arcana.
Perfect. 18 on Arcana. Okay, and then Alaric.
13 with insight.
13 insight. Okay, and then Zephyr.
17 on insight.
Perfect. Okay, Alaric, I'm going to start with you. On 13 on insight, you come into this space. You remember coming from so many stories and so many iterations are coming back to you and seem to be coming back to you faster and faster. But the story that seems linked to this library, this vow, this insidious spell, the world you came from, you're recognizing some of the markings, some of the texts, some of the words, but this feels older than that, almost as if, to use kind of an above table reference, if it's almost like being an English speaker and looking at like a copy of Beowulf in Old English, if that makes sense, or like looking at an ancient form of Fae of this runic language, and you very quickly realize that this is yet another section of another world that has been trapped and sucked in here. Zephyr, you rolled a 17 insight, right?
Yes.
You know libraries. You know you've been to many libraries in many stories across time and memoriam. You are oath bound. There is a piece of you that has always been oath bound to storytelling, to knowledge, to the preservation of stories. This isn't just one library. This is a library you feel and you recognize and you see, almost like you're looking through a lens. You see Cassandra tethered to this room in this world, but you also feel a tethering to it, as if once again this palimpsest or two things had been hodgepodge together. You notice that there are pieces from another old library that you remember. There was a word, there was a place, and the word that comes to you is Parthos.
Yes.
And you look around and you recognize these columns, and you get a flash of a city on fire. Your sisters screaming, tears running down their face, but solid faces as they piled books and books onto ships bound to they didn't know where, but it was away from here. Books of legacy and knowledge of story and culture. And you being entrusted with that power flashes across your mind, and as these memories and these images come to you, you feel maybe all of these things, yes, they've been sucked here, but they've also been forced and separated, because you realize separating these wings makes them easier to control. All of you enmeshing like this, forming like this, it's making the magic harder to work. It needs you all in isolation. That is why you were put. It realizes, I think on this insight, you're like, that's why you put people in separate worlds. You isolate them. They can't communicate. They can't talk. They can't exchange ideas. You're realizing all of you being together is disrupting this insidious spell. It can't take root. Joe, that was what was that on a history?
Oh gosh, I just put my dice back. It was a 16.
It was a 16. Yes, thank you. Oh man, I did you so dirty. I
No,
thought I
totally
said I was
fine.
going to
I
remember.
don't know why I did that. I put him back and then went, why did I just do that? So
On that history, you remember this world that you came from with Alaric and Lorelei. You remember the face and the shape that you had in that world. But there's a piece of you that also remembers being somewhere else, and you look at your there's something about these columns. There's something about you recognize some of the artifacts in here, like you learned about them, or you were, the word cataloging comes to your brain, and you stop and you think there's something about, you've never questioned why sometimes your magic kind of almost has a neon or a technicolor. And on this 22 history, as you're looking at these columns, something about the technicolor magic in these columns, you remember dancing in a place that was a temple, but it was a different temple. It was a different kind of temple. It had been repurposed, and you remember flashing lights like your fairy fire, orange and purple and blue, and you remember moving with other friends around you, losing yourself in that. That image flows across your mind. Savante, you rolled an Arcana check, and that number was
18.
18. You remember this world. You lived in this world. And it makes sense, because there's something about, you remember being a magician, but you've always been a deal maker, and you remembered being a pirate. You remembered those tattoos on the back of your hand. And you had a map that no one could contend with. And you remember the deal you made to get them. And the name that jumps to your mind, Rolf. Captain Rolf. And all of a sudden you remember yet another time where you had made a choice, a horrible, unforgivable choice, and yet even you were not beyond redemption. The choice, and the choice, the choice word from the room of the vow, that intersects with your witnessing of your vulnerability, and you realize the truth. You have been all these characters. You have been all of these people, and none of them. We move to Lorelei. Lorelei, what? Remind me what you rolled. I've broken. It's over. Oh, sorry. It's muted.
My
Did you so
brain
dirty?
is just like sitting here. I'm just like thinking about. I'm sorry, Connor. I totally forgot my name was Lorelei for a second there, and I was just like putting everything that just came to light in my brain and catching up. I rolled a 3. Great. That was a 3.
Alaric is just so beautiful. You know it. Like this is all great, but man, you're. It's just, it feels really good to feel good again. You know, it's been a lot of suffering. It's been a lot of pain, and yeah, that just it feels real good to
I also threw her on my back, so the wings might be blocking her vision.
Yeah, definitely. Just
that's probably, yeah. Just hitting her face. Yeah, she can't. She's just along for the ride, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just
beautiful. Mirella, remind me what you rolled here.
A dirty 20 on insight.
You gaze at Cassandra as Cassandra ran away from you. And you swear to the mother and the gods that is not the first time this little shit has run away from you.
Hmm.
You remember a time you remember those ballerina feet and the rose. There was a glass rose. You remember Cassandra, but she was smaller. She was littler. She was always fierce, always caustic, but there was a fire and a passion in her when the music started and she danced, and you have these memories. You remember Cassandra when she was younger. Cassandra,
Yes.
you standing in this room on that roll, golden light seems to emanate from you as torches start to light up all around, revealing the space, revealing the tomes, casting out the darkness. The murals in here feel familiar. On one end, you see a beautiful man. He has dark hair. He's a young man, piercing blue eyes, wearing a crown, a sword with the hilt of an eye planted in the ground in front of him, a blade stained black. Beside and around him, flowing in red, with moon white hair cascading down, you see the motif of a figure with piercing yellow eyes, iron fangs, and a crown of stars. Behind her, capes of red, but other nations on brooms and sticks in a motif flying around, a castle on fire, a tower it extends, and on another part of the wall, you see what appears to be a watchtower extending to the sky. 13 witches on winged animals. You think they're wyvern, surrounding it. It moves forward. The tower is gone, and flowers. Motifs of flowers and flowers and flowers extend and wrap. You see on the back of a wall a leopard. It's a big cat walking through the fields of flowers, transforming into a flowing green dress, dark hair, holding the hands of a tall, you recognize him, blonde, flowing blonde hair, armor of gold. And as it wraps, the motif has stopped and been erased, and you hear Cassandra, "Don't you see? You have to be stopped. You all have to be stopped. You bring nothing but chaos and destruction and false hope, and a cycle of violence that never ends. You remove the name. You remove the rebellion. You remove the witness. There is no story. Do you really want to keep suffering?
Yes. As long as that means that everyone else gets to live and gets to be free, then I think all of us will suffer as long as we have to for the people that we love.
Melody has something to say to that. You've given so much, Cassandra. I somehow know you always have. I feel myself blurring between three worlds, a truth bearer, a destroyer, and a dancing melody. I've been calling myself Melody because the music was there when the name wasn't. The image of the orchestra clad in black, morning black. She looks down at her own clothes. They played their resistance. They paid their price. Your face, I tried to put a poison in one life. I wanted to win so badly. And in the end, I lost. A collar placed around my neck. And you, I thought you were free. I gave you pain. You gave me your cloak. My song did not go down with that band, it's true, but the world heard my melody. I screamed my name into the sky and brought stones down on me for you. I ran like you once in a technicolor world, ran towards danger to help, maybe, or to put distance between myself and the people who wanted to just help me. You ran into this shadow because you know your light can illuminate the darkness. Light it up. Let it burn. Let your truth illuminate. We were struck down and tore it down in every life. The woman who roared, the queen who lost her hoard, a male who broke the unbreakable. Morella twirled, her head unfurled, and I burned it all down. I lit the way up for you. It was no pain. It was no sacrifice. We did it for you, to finally speak it true. We are them, and we are not afraid. We're giving it to you for love, not pain.
Cassandra, as you realize this truth in the textbook act of defiance, utter that yes and hear this truth undeniably and organically and beautifully spoken from Melody. You feel as if almost as if the jugular of this library, this place has been ripped open. Zephyr, a book drops next to you as if seemingly finding you. As it seems to glow and thrum with a faint hum. Do you pick it up?
Immediately, yes. I'm drawn to it. Drawn to it. Pick it up immediately. It's heavy. It's heavy in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm confident that when I open it, it's probably going to unleash something. It's going to unleash truth. It's going to unleash a lot of the trauma, maybe, that all of these people have experienced, but in part of accepting or dealing with that trauma, it's going to bring them back to maybe their true selves or their meaning behind why they're here and where they're going and how they're going to get back.
Can we all kind of gather around this moment? And I feel like Melody would like put a hand on Zephyr's shoulder and just say, whatever lies beyond this cover, your friends are with you. We are not afraid.
Zephyr, on the front of this cover, there's no title. There is no text. There is just the imprint of what you recognize as a stag. And in the middle of the stag's antlers, you see the imprint of a star.
Yeah, I've seen it before. It means something to me, but I think it means something more to somebody else that's in the room.
To me, perhaps.
I'm definitely going to open it.
You open the front cover and you feel the library trying to fight you. It is akin to a toddler that is absolutely throwing a temper tantrum. That is the closest thing I can give you. But on the nat 1 that was given to me, the library is powerless in the face of this hand on your shoulder. And Zephyr, text starts to appear on this page in front of you, and you feel free to read it.
I see it. And I know once I say it out loud, all of the puzzle pieces are kind of floating around right now. And as soon as I say it, it's going to make a lot of sense, but it's also going to mean that I kept my vow. I kept my oath, which was not only to, across centuries, millennia, however long I've been living, to not only protect the books and the scrolls and the artifacts that are within each of these places that have spanned different worlds, different universe, that this one particular story is one that's been told so many times, not only to people, but to a specific individual who maybe forgot their vow. So I'm looking at the words, and they're words that I've read thousands of times myself. I'm familiar with this book. And the words say, once upon a time, in a land long since burned to ash, there lived a young princess loved her people.
Steve steps forward, rubbing against Cassandra's thigh. Cassandra, the words in your brain, they morph. It was Cassandra was wrong. Cassandra said no. It was Selena Sardothian. And you see those words melt away. The thousands of aliases melt away. And your true name, the name uttered across bedrooms and bookstores, spoken in ballrooms and conventions, in corners where people were afraid or nervous. What was the name, Val?
My name is Aelin Ash River Galathinius, and I am not afraid.
As you utter those words, in ash and smoke and mist, you feel this world almost being sucked up like it's frickin' Jumanji. Yes, I'm Timu Jumanji. Don't come for me. Being pulled up and fading away, all of you, like a lightning strike, see all of the lives and the worlds that you've lived, Mirella. Those violet flames, they were suppressed in this world when the towers went up, but you were known here, a teacher, as Madame Florine. And it was your spell and your magicianry, and you are the one that came up with the glass rose that allowed Aelin to rescue her cousin. But that was not your only role. That was not your only world. Those violet flames have danced through story after story. You see yourself in the Lakota myth. You see yourself in the Navajo. You see yourself as the daughter of the Baba Yaga. Your name and your power, it's older than written word. Those violet flames of liberation and joy and dance and anti-oppression have danced and liberated women and femfolk for thousands of years. Lorelei, though that has not always been your name, you have been known as Feyre. You have been known as Persephone. Your soul has been split and told in 1,000 stories, 1,000 different ways, the Green Witch. But you have always been there to show that softness and the multitudinous nature of femininity is not a weakness, it is a strength. Melody. Though Melody is an apropos name, as Melody in your mind morphs into Morrigan. But you also see your essence across many. You see yourself in a peacock dress, and you see yourself in a white shirt and pink sneakers, dancing in a nightclub across from another girl with technicolor hair, flowing vibrant in a wolf tattoo. You have been the spirit of dance and song and liberation. Dance and music are culture, and they are rebellion, and they are defiance. Zephyr, Jezebel, the shield that has always defended knowledge. The woman that was not soft, that was not sweet, but was kind and powerful and fierce. The mentor that guided, that nudged, that gave the gentle, firm guidance that only that archetype could deliver. Savante, Drosselmeyer, Jack Sparrow, Rolf, Faustus. The deal maker, destined to make the deal so that we could see the hubris, so that we could see the house always wins, so that we could see to not trust in taking and leeching and reaching and wishing for a zero-sum game, but by leaning into community, by leaning on others. Alaric, Rhysand, the Fisher King, Galahad, Lancelot, Scheherazade, the storyteller, the warrior with the soul of a poet, the wit of a bard, and the resilience and the will to keep going and to stand up when everyone else is sitting down. The courage to wear a mask and to be the villain, to choose and allow yourself to be hated and despised, to be violated so that others might walk free, so that others may know a sunrise that you yourself could never see. Sorry, I did have a moment. I was like, did I get everybody? Thank God. Aelin, Fire Queen, Torchbearer. You are the flame of rebellion. You are the thing that refuses to sit quiet in a world of oppression and gaslighting, in alternative facts and false truths. You are something whose spirit is dedicated to the flame, burning and calling away the things that suffocate, that glass over, the cruelty of apathy, the atrophy of privilege. Your flame, Aelin, Zorro, the Scarlet Pimpernel, an individual, a queen who uses her privilege not to hurt others, but to break a wheel, to destroy a cycle. And these stories, as everything fades and you all are returned to your perspective and respective worlds, you see it. Mirella, you see the many readers devouring that moment when Madame Florine and her dancers cast the rose. You hear the story of your mother, the Baba Yaga, and her fire daughter born of her cauldron, and love whispered and told orally from mother to daughter. Melody, you see a cosplayer an aspiring author, devouring these books and seeing an example of what's possible. Zephyr. You see a mom and a lawyer and a business owner with 4 kids who has your spirit, an iron will, and a kindness and a whimsy and an artistic soul that elevates others and yearns and calls and needs to be exercised like magic, like flame bursting forth. And you see your stories fuel her and the worlds and the things that she creates born out of that, and the 4 children that look to her and see an example of what's possible. Alaric, you see yourself as an example of what's possible in an entirely different way. You see boyfriends, guys being dragged to read this thing that their wives, partners, girlfriends are reading, and reading it and seeing an example of what's possible. Choice, true choice, and what that looks like, and what it is to hold space. You see someone who has worn your archetype and mask, standing on a stage of a different kind, filled every night. I think 6 shows a week, in fact. Gazing upon a timeless tale of an orphan who discovers a lamp, descends into a cave of wonders, meets a genie, goes through allies, enemies, and trials, and falls in love with the princess not because of the mask that he too wears, but because of the power and vulnerability of the reveal that he was truly, like you, a diamond in the rough. Cassandra and Lorelei, you see 2 girls looking for a place to belong and looking for a community, and you see them devour these books and talk about them and share them, and it goes like magic waves across, connecting people, bringing them together in a way that never would have existed had they not made that magic. And Savante, you see your charisma and your eye and your finesse and your attention to detail present in an artist who gazes through a lens and sees a story where other people see, oh, it's a hill, it's a tree. You see a battlefield and you see a confession. As all of you fade in this moment, returning to your respective stories, an undeniable truth is born, and you all carry with you. Stories are not just entertainment any more than you all are just fiction. Stories are examples of what is possible. And you, the spirits and the dreams the archetypes and the masks of 1,000 stories in 1,000 different times are more real than reality, are more magical and immortal than just about anything. Keep burning bright. Keep lighting it up. And thank you for being an example of what's possible. These fictional stories, as they return, are left with the undeniable truth that the world is truly a better place because they are in it. Thank you so much, gang, for coming and playing with me. I want to give a big round of applause and a big show of gratitude to our players, Max, Sven, Michelle, Joe, Aubrey, Val, Taylor. I know poor Taylor had to go off and be a mom. I know so many of you. Speaking of containing multitudes, you all are just incredible. And I wanted to say thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for your vulnerability. A huge shout out to this community. This story, this campaign was a love letter to you and to the stories we know and we love. I am overwhelmed. I'm sorry. I'm getting very emotional seeing the numbers and the donations that came in. You all are incredible. My God, we currently right now are sitting at $6,010. I cannot believe it.
We have raised $1,000.
Yeah,
doing
D&D
D&D.
in 48 hours. Can everybody in the chat please give it up for Connor for taking us through such a beautiful transformative adventure? I am just
it's a beautiful story.
so overwhelmed.
Give it up for Joe and her poems. Amazing,
Gang,
incredible. But
I'm a poet and I knew it.
I have to hop off. I really wanted to say though, thank you so much as well. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, team. Thank you guys for donating. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting us. None of this is possible without the community. The community is everything. And we're so close to our goal and we're really excited as it gets closer and closer to looking like this is going to be an amazing reality, that we get to bring another great story to life for all of you. And so I just want to say thank you, and nothing goes unnoticed from anyone. And also Connor, my God, I need a resurgence of the door at some point in my life. So
I love more.
you made my first D&D experience amazing. And I'm very curious to do this again someday. And I definitely think that we should. So I just love you all so much. And thank you all for joining.
Thank you,
The
everyone.
fight is not over, guys. We are still trying to raise $490. So share these streams with your friends. Tell them how incredible. They get 7 free hours of incredible watching. And if 49 people donate $10, we will be fully funded. That is, we can find 49 people who can give up the price of one Starbucks because they are that expensive now. So share this with your friends.
And last minute announcements, because this is being recorded for everybody. Auditions close next Sunday, and so does the Kickstarter campaign, same day. So get all of your actresses, friends that are interested to audition and to donate. And we will be doing one last hurrah in Baltimore this Saturday. So in a few days. So East Coast people, show up and show out. Please, hope to see you there.
Oh, gang! A final shout out to my mods, Sammy, Mel, Catherine, Jamie.
Go mods!
Thank you so much for putting all of this together and having my back. Gang, thank you for being here. The world is a better place because you're in it. Have a wonderful night. Peace and love.
Night.
Good night, everyone.